metaphors and mathematics mixed with daily operations and rap, scoring the earth often turns 2 + 2 = 5. But we keep on keeping on, right? One foot in front of the other and all that jazz, steady as she goes. Everybody out here working on it for self, seeking out the zero sum. And somewhere deep down in the bottom of a cocktail glass, escapism holds the mood board for the next 24 hours. And me, marching forward in denial, like I got it all together. About as lucid as a blindfolded private eye, running my fingers across the bedrock of love and lust taboos, trying to earn the status of exception to the rules that bind us all to the inevitable truths. And we all know our individual GPS servers ain't gonna update themselves. Too many nerves, too many curves in this human road. The calculations can be tricky, but the moral compass, it's always right. It's always right. And we more often than not pretty uptight, knowing that owning an abacus doesn't mean the ingredients in your consumption is true and living to decimal point precision. And that's where those old dead things commence to taking up more space than you have to spare. Gambling on an emotional razor blade forged and daring oneself to see if we can get away with not reading the book before the final